Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a non-Cricut craft. Today we are doing this picture letter. So if you want to learn how I did that, please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, so aside from my printer and my computer, I have here a photo paper, regular printing paper. I have my wood letter here, my knife that I'll be using to cut the photos, Mod Podge, paint, and my two foam brushes. All of the details will be in the description below. So I'll start off by measuring my wood letter, and then I'll go into Word and add my photos. And as you guys know, I always like to start off my projects with a template. So I'll go ahead and add a text box, remove the text, and change the size to 8 by 5.3 inches. Then I went ahead and added the letter K to get a better idea. I tried to get it as big as possible, but it kept pushing the letter down. So I went ahead and just took a snippet of it, and then I removed the K that I typed in, and I added that snippet back as a photo. So as you can see, it is much easier to adjust. I couldn't see that template in the back, so I went ahead and removed the background. Here I'm just clicking the errors I want to keep, but it should look something like this. You have that, so now you don't need that template in the back anymore. And now we can start grabbing our photos and start placing it where we want it. Once you are done arranging to your liking, it should look something like this. As you can see, I still have that K in the background there to help me guide. Make sure you do take a photo of this so you don't lose the placement when you have your pictures cut and printed. But then we can go ahead and add our photos to the other page, and this is optional, but I like to align my photos from the top, left, bottom, and right because it makes it easier for me to cut. But once that is complete, we'll go ahead and print this on a regular printing paper, and I changed my printer properties to low quality because I'm using this as a draft. While my pictures are printing out, I'll go ahead and start on my letter. I am using white paint, and I am painting everything but the front part of the letter using my foam brush. And this is how one coat of dry paint looks like. This is how 2 coats of dry paint looks like. And while that third coat is drying, I'll go ahead and start cutting my pictures. This is what I meant, that it makes it easier for me to cut when I align because I can just give it one straight cut. So it should look something like this. And this is now how the third coat of paint looks like. And lastly, this is how the fourth dried paint looks like. Now we can go ahead and grab our photos and start placing them. This is where I like to just print a draft before the actual one because you never know the sizing is correct. The letter I use in Word is not the exact same one that I have here. So as you can see, this first photo here at the bottom, both their faces don't fit. So I know when I print it on good paper, I need to make that picture a little bit smaller so they can both fit. And I'll go ahead and do this to all of my photos, kind of get a better idea. So this is how it looks. I know now when I'm printing on the other one, I need to fix that bottom one. So after I adjusted that one photo, I'll go ahead and start printing out my pictures. I'm using an HP photo paper, and this is how it printed out. I'll go ahead and cut these as well, and same thing, just place them on my letter to get a better idea of where they need to go. Okay, so here comes the fun part. I'll go ahead and grab my Mod Podge, add a little bit on that cap for easy access. And I really hope I can explain this to you guys as easy as possible with it making sense. But the goal here is to basically have the letter feel and look as smooth as possible. So that bottom photo was easy. We'll do the same thing with that top photo. We'll go ahead and grab some Mod Podge and glue it on there as high as possible. We see that those don't really have any issues. The issue comes with that middle photo there. There is an overlap. So I'll go ahead and just look at the placement, add some Mod Podge, and I will slide it down to that bottom photo as close as possible so there isn't any overlap, just like that. When there are two photos that overlap, just like these two top photos do, you'll go ahead and just grab your knife. I like to use my ruler and cut what we don't want. So we don't want that top part of that photo. I'll give it about 3 thorough cuts to make sure that it goes all the way, and you'll go ahead and remove it just like this. Once that is removed, you can see that they both now connect and there is no overlap. So we'll go ahead and glue it down. I pass my fingers through it just to double check, but look, smooth feel, and that is what we want to do with the rest of our photos. Sometimes you do need to cut them down to make it easier for you, but yes, the goal here is for it to look smooth, and I'll go ahead and stop talking so you guys can see the rest. Okay, so I hope you watching that helped a little bit more than me explaining it to you guys, but now we can go ahead and cut our extra to really start forming our letter. You want to make sure you put something below so you don't mess anything up, but once you are done cutting out the extra, it should look a little something like this. For the last part, we'll go ahead and add some Mod Podge onto our photos to really seal it in and to add that extra shiny look. And after 3 layers of Mod Podge, here is the finale. I always love how these turn out. These make a great gift for any occasion, any person, anytime, anywhere. I have made a couple of these and I have attached some photos. They are located on my second Instagram. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I love answering your questions. Let me know what I could have done differently to help you. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much, and you have a great day.